Hello again, friends. I can't never do right.
Oh, who did the rudeness of it all? Whatever. Anyway, welcome to my sister's house. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. It's me, Touche. And the rude one up next to me in the yellow, her name is Summer.
Who?
You. Where are you? That way.
I'm not rude. I'm not the one that cut us off from mid conversation with the countdown. No warning, no none of that. None of that. Honey, y'all, she just cut us off. We was making plans. We was making plans and she just was like, nope, forget y'all plans. We ain't rocking with it.
Yeah.
So
Nobody cares
today
about y'all
is
playing.
what? What's today?
Today is Thursday, the 26th of August,
Which means
2021.
it's the fourth Thursday. It's the fourth
Oh, that thing.
Thursday. It's the fourth Thursday. It's the fourth Thursday, y'all. The fourth Thursday of the month. And that means we have menses on. Well, we got one man right now. I don't know what the other ones. But we have the faithful DeMarco.
Yeah, I'm
DeMarco,
here.
how's that
I'm here
faithful?
again.
How you doing today?
I'm
How you
actually
doing?
fantastically well. Thanks for asking.
How you doing? Mama doing.
Yeah, that was a great impression. I think she'll be proud.
Oh, you was Wendy?
For
Yeah.
a slight second, I was Wendy. Not the shady part. Just the I like that one little part she be doing. I don't like the shade she be throwing. Sometimes I feel like she need her ass whooped, but that's neither here nor there. Um,
So anyway, yeah,
Right.
at all, at all. But that's the kind of
SOS. Smash
that-
on sight.
Y'all just don't know
man.
how to behave, do y'all?
What you mean?
Y'all can't behave today.
How? What we do? What happened? What I do? What I
DeMarcus said
do?
smash on sight. Like smash on sight. Yeah,
She
that's
said
right. Y'all
that
don't
pretty
know.
Okay,
good.
Y'all didn't think
look,
I told that. Y'all just don't know how to behave.
honey, I
All that
promise
kind of
you.
cussing and stuff. Hey
I,
y'all, how
I,
y'all doing? Have y'all
Come
seen the
on.
topic? Today we're talking about chivalry. Is it dead? Is it here? You know,
dead or alive.
is it on the scene? Yeah, she is just here.
Nah,
Raw performance
chivalry ain't
today,
dead.
huh?
It's not alive either, but it ain't dead.
It's well, all
Y'all,
but
you some
Summer, you
Mormon.
checked your mail?
You said what?
I
You
said
checked your mail?
chivalry isn't dead, but it's not
No.
alive either.
No, it's not. Hey,
Nope.
do y'all okay, y'all wanna know something? I went on a date this weekend. Bravo for me. And no bravo for me, okay?
Why
Wait,
no,
what?
bro?
I giveth and I taketh away.
Did you get some? Anyway, why no bravo for you?
What the fuck is going on here? I said I went on a date that
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with the one with the other.
Why don't it?
I
That
thought they stood for, dang-a-lang at the end.
Some, right?
no date that
Dangling after dinner.
no, not with not okay, so the date was wonderful,
The
right?
D was the
Good.
D. The D was
Not
wonderful.
the date was wonderful. What'd you say?
The date.
The
What you
date?
said. Date.
The D was wonderful. I mean, date. D for
No,
date.
no, didn't have
Yeah.
any of that with that individual at all. But the date was wonderful.
Was
He
it?
he did a lot of name dropping, money dropping, brand dropping. I don't like that type of stuff.
Did you
Um,
tell him that?
I kind of told him, I tell, men when I meet them, it's about you. I'm focusing on you. I want to get to know who you are, what you are, and all that kind of stuff, right? But he still was, I'm 51. You know, I'm this big engineer guy, work for this big corporation. I do this, woo, woo, and I get to fly here, do this and do that. And I'm like, I don't give a, that works for the little young chicks.
I'm
So
trying to look in his face like,
I can't agree with that because he's doing what he's supposed to do in a date. You're doing an interview. You tell who you are and what you do. If he wouldn't have told you nothing about his life and his work
but
life,
it was more than once though.
mm,
It wasn't that we did the interview part before we got to the date part. When we first met and to get to
he
that,
forgot he's 51. He forgot he told you.
yeah, the boy got dementia.
and then he kept doing that part all the time. I'm 51, and I'm 51.
Oh, I can't.
And I'm like, okay, and I'm 46. What does that got to do with it? Come on, let's just enjoy each other. Let's enjoy the moment and just, let's finish having these laughs and let's just have fun. Until
first off,
crossing the street to the restaurant and drug me.
First off, I want to let you know the fact that you're 46, you don't look it. So that's probably why he kept telling you that he was 51 because you look like a young tender. He wanted to make sure you knew what you was getting into.
Now,
that's first off.
Did he open the door for you?
What's that? Yeah. Did he open the door? Pull your child?
You gotta think about it. Keep going with the story. Just keep going. You gotta think about it. You remember something like that. Like, girl, yeah, he opened the door for me.
You know what? No, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember because the first night we was together, I was kind of,
inebriated.
I was gone. And then I was out there, and then to find out the second day we was together, to find out that he doesn't drink nothing at all, and I was like, ooh, okay. He's like, I can't drop a liquor a day in my life. I'm that's fine. And I was like, you know what? That's good because when I get that one too many drinks in me, you take care of me.
I have one too many drinks.
That's a good thing.
You got a permanent DD. That's good.
Yeah. But the thing that I didn't like about him on the wrong side of the street, I hear you, walking down the street, I was on the wrong side of the street. He never corrected that.
Chivalry.
Did you do it on purpose?
He was unchivalrous.
Huh? Did he do it on
purpose?
Did you do it on purpose?
Me?
Yeah. Right there telling the story.
Yeah. No, I did not do it on purpose. I noticed it though. I was always on the outside.
Sound like a test to me.
And when we crossed the street, he never switched it either, but he drugged me across the street.
Drug you?
Okay, so they got the timer on the crosswalk.
Yeah.
I had on some sandals. I said, I can't make it across the street like that. He said, come on.
So he picked you up?
He ain't do none of that. When I say drug me, he locked his hand like this. He said, come on. I said, dude, if I trip and fall, I had a dress on, sundress on. You already know how I rock my sundress. If I trip and I fall in these sandals, I said, I'm gonna get up and we're gonna fight.
And you gonna showcase to everybody look.
300 pounds. I said, let me tell you, we're gonna fight.
Who's 300 pounds?
Wait a minute. Yeah, back up. So you 46 and you 300 pounds?
He ain't no 300 pounds.
You just making up.
I said, no, he's 6'3" and 300 pounds.
I don't believe the hype, y'all. I'm close to that, but I ain't that yet.
He's 6'3" and 300 pounds. And I said, I was going to get up and knock him out. I was going to fight him.
No, you can't do that, nigga. Keep going.
But anyway, but we made it to the restaurant. We had a nice talk and whatever. But he tried to distract me with his little pimp game in the midst of
not little.
What?
You know that's not a compliment when you throw that lure on there, right?
She throwing shade.
Because in the middle of talking, he tried to distract me by saying, your eyes are beautiful, right?
But
you have light
really are beautiful.
It was odd.
You have light colored eyes, ma'am.
And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so
maybe I'm holding it. I don't know about you, but I know I'm holding it. Even on my rough day when my edge is not laid.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say about that. He didn't follow through with it. Okay.
So in other words,
a woman in mid sentence of talking and say, by the way, your eyes are beautiful. You keep it going. He just awkwardly said it and then turned his head the opposite direction. I'm like, okay, like didn't follow through. You understand what I'm saying, DeMarco? You didn't follow through.
Nope.
Your eyes is beautiful, and
I ain't
you
following
don't
along.
follow
You ain't
through.
gonna put me in that.
Huh?
I can't follow along. I'm not gonna get put in that.
He didn't follow through. I done been in follow through with something. He ain't follow through. He
Summer.
ain't follow through.
I have two questions. One, how long has it been since he's been in the dating game? Because we know you ain't been in the ancient history of dating in a long time. So how long has it been since he been in the dating game?
I don't know. I sent the dear John text yesterday, so I don't know.
Then secondly, will there be a second date?
Second date for him and I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the second date. Because
So would it be a third
no,
date?
no. I won't say it was the second date because the first one was I guess that was
The encounter,
yeah.
the first encounter
The first one.
is not considered a date.
Right, that's what I said. No, I said I took it back. So it's the first. That was the first.
First, the first.
It was fine.
It's the first that I find. Um,
I think you should give him another try.
I already sent the letter. I mean the text.
and he didn't respond. So here's my dear John. Don't wait.
What was the dear John
No,
text?
take one
Like, what
chance.
did you text him? What did you say? Because
We
your
know
body
your
language might have been
outline.
saying already, like, I'm not gonna see you again after tonight. So he might have already been looking like that's the end of the story. So what
No,
did your text say to him?
what did my
Yeah,
text say? So
yeah.
it said, so I see
Why the
communication.
Al keep repeating?
Huh?
Why you keep repeating?
Because I'm like, you sure you talk about what I say? You sure
Correct.
that's what you want to know?
Yep. You.
Okay.
What'd you say? Hey, big head.
She ain't that big. It's just thick.
No, no, no. I'm asking, is that what you told him?
No, so okay. All I said was, so I see communication is not going to be consistent.
Ooh.
No frequent.
Hmm.
I said the day was nice, and I appreciate you. That was it. So that means don't
It
call me
sounded
back.
like you dismissed me, man. Why would I even try and go out with you again or say anything back to you? You not already cut ties.
I did.
Yeah. Those are scissors if I ever heard them. I promise you.
I
Snip,
did.
snip.
I cut. I
That's
cut
what
it.
that
I
was.
cut it before even. I said. Psh, I snipped it before he even started.
Yep. Now, truth be told, and I don't know this gentleman, I don't know what's going on at all, but I can tell you, like, a lot of times it be nerves. Like, you can be confident in yourself, but at the same token, you don't know how another person are gonna receive you in your actions. He didn't
Okay.
know he was on a test. He didn't know
Okay.
that he had stuff to actually do for you to realize, like, yeah, I think I could actually see me with him, or I can't. Most
Okay.
stuff is natural.
Okay. So this is the thing. So he calls me twice, but he
Hmm.
comes up with all these excuses. Like, because when I call, he calls back with the excuse,
Hmm.
and the excuse. I don't do excuses, so I'm listening. I'm like, okay, all right. I could be sympathetic to the point, but don't call me with a whole bunch of excuses.
Feel you.
So when I called back, I called the second time, no call, no show. At work, you don't get so many no call, no shows, right?
This ain't work though.
I treat it like work.
This ain't a job. Like we just
I
said,
treat,
that's an interview process and all that stuff. Yeah, that's work related, but no, this is not a job. This is real life.
I treat it like work. So no call, no show, and I just ain't got time to play. Next.
Oh, okay. So you want somebody to chase you?
No, it's not chase. It's like being consistent, like communication. Let's have some just have communication
What if he
and
was
no
consistent?
excuses. He's
What if
just
he was consistently being himself though?
yeah, I don't like that then.
You ain't like who he was. That's
By
all that
not
is.
being consistent in communicating, if him being consistently himself is inconsistent communication, we don't need it. We don't want it.
See,
Okay,
Can't
man.
sit
I
here
don't like
Everybody
seat
that.
don't like to
taking,
talk.
seat taking, can't
But
sit here.
he did. Okay, so this is my thing. He likes to talk.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, face to face and in person. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he liked to talk and tell stories about himself. If anything, he likes
And then I
to
don't like that
relish
either.
in his accolades. I mean, you got to think about it. When it comes to people, you have to look at each situation as an individual situation. So that man was talking about his life achievements and accomplishments for the simple fact of he probably started from nothing. And if
And
he
what
got
you
it
know
out the
what?
mud, he gonna let you know every time I got it out the mud, I got it out the dirt. I had to go and
Just
do
say
this with
that,
my
but
own
don't
hands.
talk about your accomplishments. If you're going to talk about your accomplishments now and brag about what you're on now, tell us the backstory first, and then we
Mm,
understand. Okay, because otherwise, if you telling us now, it's gonna sound like you ain't never had shit.
yeah. And if I never had nothing then and I got something now, you know what I mean? That's
But that's
that's
not
what I got.
the
That's my
that shouldn't
claim
be
to fame.
that shouldn't be the conversation all the time. Like that first day, that wasn't a conversation. You know, the second it was like every time he could slip it in there, I,
Hmm.
it's just like okay, let's go somewhere else. Like where? Because this is my thing.
What's his
Hmm.
Where do you
backstory?
where's your outlook? Where are you going to be? How you want to be? You
Some
know?
of you truly.
Yeah, yeah. You 52. Eddie was in here, but where did Eddie go?
I don't
So
know.
Janelle,
Y'all, I'm on my phone, and this is so weird because we have an outage that I thought
Well,
they corrected.
it says consistency is key though, but his version of consistency, you can't compare how one person acts in the beginning stages versus the one in front of you. So if you was comparing him to what your dream guy would have done, of course it ain't gonna be what you want because you already had in your mind what you was looking for. And
no,
this ain't
And
it.
if he
looking for
look for, I don't
anything.
need to waste your time.
That's the thing.
Yeah, but what about if your dream is unrealistic?
But
It's
that's the
not.
thing. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for any one thing.
But you
But
are
I'm
looking for
just
one
saying
thing.
the thing is, it's
Have the
just
list.
consistency
She
of it
need to get
all.
one thing at least, right?
I did what?
I say you are looking for one thing though, right?
Dangling.
No, what?
No,
No.
consistency, Summer, consistency.
I'm not even
Oh
worried
gosh.
about the sex part. I'm worried about the consistency of a person to build with them, the labs, the interaction. Um,
You
yeah,
want it to be
now I am
natural.
looking for something, but you have to find it. But one thing is, it's the consistency of the individual.
Okay.
But
But
if you don't
that's the
have
funny
that
thing about it.
connection,
Like, what are you looking for to consistently happen? Like, consistency just
Communication.
means that you're doing the same things over and over. So if you
Consistent
meet a person and
communication.
he drinks, and every time you see him, he drinking, then he's a consistent drinker. If you meet a
He's an
person and he
alcoholic.
doesn't talk, but when you talk to him, he don't say nothing back, then he's consistently being himself because he don't talk. So when you say consistency, what is it that you want them to consistently do?
be
Communicate.
themselves.
Uh-uh. Don't be yourself around me.
Then what you want them
I'm
to be?
kidding,
You're
y'all.
supposed to be yourself.
I'm
Fact.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's not one text. It was more than one, Janelle, in a short span of
Mm.
time. And then it was excuses. So if there's always an excuse in the beginning, there's always going to be an excuse.
You have
But how do you not
all
know that an explanation is being misinterpreted as an excuse?
What the excuse was. Okay, so he's in a fraternity. So he takes his job in his fraternity because his position in this fraternity is big. Like
Like an
he's like
OG.
one
Yeah.
of the big district personnels.
Right.
So in this position, he's like tagged every time. That's like being in the military. Something happens at the lower level, it comes up to him. So he has to be the one to oversee what's going on. They have to have big meetings, calls, and all this kind of stuff, right?
So it
So
sounds like he's consistent. But go
with
ahead.
DeMarco, got him.
consistent with that, that's what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm just saying, we talk about consistency. I'm trying to see. Sounds like he's consistent when it comes to his fraternity.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that was part of the conversation too when we were eating. It was about his fraternity, what I am and what I do, and whoop the woo, and what my position is, and all this. And I'm like, I'm not here to talk about your fraternity.
Did you let him know that?
Yeah, I told him that. I could care less about your fraternity.
Did you say that brash like you just said now? I'm not here to talk about your fraternity. I don't care about that. I wouldn't have wanted to talk to you neither then. What? I'd have been like,
respect your fraternity, but I have nothing to do with you and your fraternity.
Of course not. But he's showing you his consistency there.
Yeah.
He's consistent in his frat brothers.
And that took time to build though. Just like he started off as one of the brothers, and now he's an OG in his fraternity. That takes time.
Right.
It took time for him to be consistent.
It's a lot of respect, and right now he's doing a lot of campaigning to be. Oh my God, I forgot.
Time to be in a relationship.
Yeah, it don't matter. We ain't gonna talk about his life story like that. But what I'm trying to say is, when it comes down to consistency, it takes time for you to realize that it's consistently happening. Like, consistency doesn't mean like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
No.
Like, you have to have time.
But see, that's just like me. I had the same conversation with somebody. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. They kept hitting me up, right? And they were like, "Who am I talking to right now? Am I talking to Touche or am I talking to Cook?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They said, "You have an alter ego."
That's what you're talking to.
And I'm like, "I don't have an alter ego." They said, "When you start working and you get involved into your business and all that," they said, "you don't have any conversation for nobody." I don't, because I'm focused. I'm focused in what I'm doing. I don't have sidebar talk. And I let you know I'm busy right now. But at least I, as a person, can say I'm busy. I'm busy. And I expect, see, that's the problem. I expect other people to do what I do.
And you can't.
I'm busy, or you know what, I'm going to hit you back later.
Yeah, that's the biggest mistake that we make as people. We expect other people to treat us like we treat them. Hey, I'm glad that you noticed that. Hey, we like to welcome the other man into the show because he came and showed me how you make her screen full. You know what I'm talking about, King?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Y'all, this is like one of my bestest friends ever.
What's going on?
We go way back.
Hey, Eddie.
What you say?
We're going to have to come back to Janelle. Huh?
What you say, Edward?
No, I was just saying what's up to everybody.
Hey, Edward.
What's happening with you, King?
Eddie Kane.
Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, so we sitting here, and I don't know if you was listening in, you know what I'm talking about, King, before we got this started, but she was saying that she went out on a date with a gentleman, and the guy was talking about his life works and whatnot, because he's 51, and he made it to basically his pinnacle of his life. He knows he's on the downfall of his prime. You feel what I'm saying? So she say, he didn't open the door for me. He didn't pull my chair out. He let me walk on the wrong side of the street. He drugged me across the street because I was wearing sandals and a maxi dress. And you know how I wear my maxi dress. That means no drawers. I was just letting you know. So I'm looking at it like, I feel like that man is being unfairly judged, bro. Like, I might have been him in my younger years. I wasn't even 51 yet, but I might have been treated like that.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
That's so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah, I knew what that meant. I ain't slow.
That is so
I'm just from the south.
Oh God.
He got you in a nutshell, honey. Y'all,
You sure did.
my skin was flawless on screen right now. But anywho, so did y'all ride together or did y'all ride separate vehicles?
Separate vehicles.
Okay.
I met
That's the best way to
him.
go on a date.
Yeah, I met him.
That's the best way to go on a date.
I had my best friend with me.
Put that in the cup, sir.
Yeah. Hey, don't judge him. I drink out the bottle too. They make me use a glass.
Not on the earth, please.
Only reason why is because they ain't paying me for it.
Put it's backwards. They don't know what it is. It's backwards.
Okay, it's Henny. Anything goes. We already know.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Right.
That's what I was going to say. Summer, you the only person that knew that. Everybody else was oblivious.
Parmesan.
They didn't.
Could have been Ergen.
It could have been Parmesan. Could have been.
It's all nasty to me. Chivalry. Is it dead or is it alive? I think it's alive. I think
the idea.
I say for me it's alive because I'm chivalrous when it comes to my relationship. And two, I only have one relationship now.
Now this week, last week
he didn't make it. He didn't make the cut.
Oh, okay. So you chivalrous. Got you to the original OG. That's love.
Yeah, it's almost next month. Our anniversary. But anyway, so I'm chivalrous to her. I am chivalrous to males too.
How? Wait. How are you chivalrous to a man?
Listen, so you know how y'all open doors for us. Y'all stand on the certain side of the street. You know, y'all stand on the outside. So for me as a woman, if a man comes and opens my car door and then he walks around to his door, I'm going to open his door for him to get in. And I've always been like that.
Yeah, that's love right there.
You open my door, I open your door. You know what I'm
saying? I actually stole that lesson off of the movie of Bronx Tale. So yeah, you're a dope one for that one.
Right. And then like when we go out to a restaurant and we eat somewhere, you know, I make sure that his silverware and stuff is laid out before I lay my stuff out. If his stuff is incorrect, no, you're not finna eat that. Ma'am, come get his stuff. It's wrong. I'm doing all of that.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Is that?
That's chivalry. Yeah, but actually it is.
It is.
It's supposed to take
women.
Women do have parts to play in chivalry. It's generosity and gratitude, and that's taking care of you.
We have things that we supposed to do as women that are considered.
But I thought that fell under the nurturing and loving umbrella more than the chivalry umbrella.
That sound like manners.
Yeah, manners.
Part of it is chivalrous.
Y'all make my lips take off, so I just can't.
I like that.
But see, most
people
don't understand what that is when a woman is doing that for them.
I'm like, oh, she's nice. She cool.
Yeah, they do that. Oh, she cool. That I had somebody. You know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate that. Wait, what?
But no. That's him telling you thank you. When you say I appreciate it, that's a thank you.
No, but I'm saying they won't get that again because what they're getting someone to chase to them, but they won't get these little bits and pieces.
They probably never had it before.
They ain't never had it before.
No.
That's the.
See, again, we looking at stuff as if people think like we think, and truth be told, no two people think alike. Like even that whole great minds can like stuff. Nah, that's stealing. Don't nobody think like you. So you gotta take what he's saying with a grain of salt. That man saying, "Oh, I appreciate that. That's a thank you. That's
You're
legit.
welcome.
Him giving you a salutation. Like I appreciate you for real.
Yeah, you
Like
said
good
you're
looking
doing
out.
it. You know, yeah.
Yeah."
You're
But then you don't do it again. I'm gonna look at you funny, like, oh, so you started something, but you ain't gonna keep it going. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like
that's
giving them
like, you know
flowers
what I
at
mean?
the
The
end and
first
then
time I go
stop.
get you the towel or
Okay,
whatever,
so
and then the
but
next
that's when
time I
the
just
man is
later.
supposed. But that's when a man is supposed to open the door a little bit more. When a woman does something, it's just
It
like,
takes time.
okay, so how much time you give? You give time. You give a little. You're supposed to give time. How
Now
much time? Because you give a
that
little, you
depends on the
get
individual.
more.
And it
That
depends on
depends
how
on the
you act.
person.
If you act right, don't y'all
That
hate that?
depends on the person.
I used to get that a lot, y'all. Like I used to get men because I'm from the South as well, and I hate men from the South always be like, I do whatever, whatever, whatever. If you act right, what does
True
that mean?
story though. Like he ain't lying.
What that mean? If I act right, what does that mean?
That mean like as long as you doing what you supposed to do or what I think you supposed to do, then I'm gonna do what you want me to do or what I think you want me to do. Like truth be told, I don't know what's on your mind, but I'm gonna make the moves that keep you happy just as long as you keeping me happy. You stop making me happy, then it's all bets off.
So I commend you for being able to tell me that because all these years I asked men that because it burned my butt to hear them say if you act right, and I'm like, am I a child? Like, what do you
Nah,
mean?
it
Like,
ain't
what
got
do you
nothing to
mean if
do
I
with
act right?
children.
And I would ask them, what do you mean if I act right? And they can never tell. They would just be like, if you act
Did,
right,
Yeah,
did y'all already
because that's a
establish what the
blanketed
idea of
statement.
chivalry was?
do it.
Yeah.
Did y'all already establish what the idea of chivalry is for y'all?
Nope.
We haven't given
No,
We
them.
ain't
we
even
haven't
made it
got
yet.
it yet.
What's your
We've been on
definition of
consistency.
chivalry is? Right. We was on her dating life.
I've been
Okay.
trying to get that man some kudos because apparently he was on a test he didn't even know was a test and he failed the quiz. So
All right,
I've
so
been
let's
trying
see.
to help him.
The best definition of chivalry is polite, kind, and unselfish behavior established by men towards women. In Middle Ages, chivalry was the set of rules and ways of behaving which knights were expected to follow.
So like I stated, I didn't know that
So
women could be chivalrous towards men because I always thought chivalry was something men did towards women. Now, if women do stuff that's more nurturing and loving, then you can tell what kind of woman they are from what they're doing. But
So, what is
mm,
chivalry in love?
but I
If
got out of it
chivalry,
that men is the one that established what chivalry was.
you said what?
I said what I got out of it. It said men established what chivalry was.
That's
men
that's in
towards women.
that's in ancient days. So
Yeah, it's
now
modern time.
in modern times now, chivalry in love is the chivalrous gentleman or gentle lady is an individual who uses courtesy and thoughtfulness to demonstrate commitment, respect, compassion, and trust, not to score points or conceal their true love's intention. In a new relationship. What the i.e., I guess not doing it just because you want some booty or you want some money, but doing it just out of genuine love and compassion and respect.
Yeah, because that other
And
way
that's
is
for both
manipulation.
parties, not just the one.
Mm-mm. I'm starting to change my answer more and more because at first I thought chivalry isn't dead, yet it's not alive. It's more so in purgatory. It's like if it's in you, not on you, then you can show chivalry. But I'm starting to
It's
think,
Is
yeah,
it
definitely
nah,
all?
it's
there's
definitely
nowhere
in
around
you.
here.
I feel like it's definitely in you. It's not something that can be on you. It can be taught. However, it's more genuine when it's already naturally established. Growing up, you learn boys are supposed to pull your chair out for you, stand up when you
Open
approach
the
the
door.
table, open your door for you, things of that nature. But none of y'all Negroes do none of that.
Hey,
Y'all
hush
just
your
Because I
mouth.
think it
when a woman
evolved.
comes to
Not
the
let
table,
you
I
off
ain't
on the
never seen a man
outside
stand
so a
up.
car can get you.
I
Uh-uh.
ain't never.
Hush
Now
your mouth. I do all
I
that.
do get the men that open the doors and they'll stand on the outside. Um, my ex prior to this last situation, he would sit with his back not facing the door. So I had to sit with my back facing the door, which is uncomfortable for me. However, his sense of security that he brought me made me feel comfortable enough to where I was okay, I trust you enough to be able to sit with my back towards the door because I know you got me. So, but I've never had a man that when I go to if I was to leave to go to the bathroom and I come back, stand up at the table and either, pull my chair up for me to sit down or any of that. I've never had that done before.
Yeah, because it ain't the 50s.
Yeah, no, it ain't. But at the same token, I mean, that does happen. I do it, but
It all
everybody ain't me.
depends on where you at, who raised you, things of that nature.
My grandmother, yeah. So, yep.
Probably somebody who lived
I
in the
was
50s.
I was I was never taught to stand up when somebody come back.
Yeah, and it's
But
not
I was
even a
taught
full
I
stand
was
up.
taught
It's
the
just a
other
simple
things.
get your butt out the chair and then sit back down. That's basically all it is. You just acknowledging that somebody left the table or approaching the
And
table.
came back. Sorry, y'all.
That's it.
So can you fault somebody not being chivalry if they, I guess, ignorant?
If he don't know, how can you blame him for not
I'm not
knowing?
gonna say
Why is Summer stuck like that, y'all?
Oh, she is.
if,
We got to turn that into a meme.
if he don't
Yeah,
know,
that's
I
not a good
cannot
look.
answer
Summer,
Now she's stuck again.
you didn't have that bad threat system right there, did you?
I'm man trying to come back. I'm sorry.
No, finish talking. We can hear you. You just stuck. That first
He's stuck
like,
again.
boy, you had that. Whew, that Tourette. Come on,
She
finish
got that
talking.
stank face right there. Somebody pooed it.
Come on, Summer. She don't want to play no more.
But yeah, I think chivalry is still in purgatory. I think it depends on the individual. It depends on the person who it is and what they show you or what they give you and how they feel about you.
Yeah.
Really,
But
that's all it boils down to.
that part right there you just said,
How they feel about you. Yep.
How they feel about you, what you gonna get from them.
Yep.
I ain't gonna find nothing.
You
So
could.
is that
And only reason why you could, and I feel like you really could, is because you don't really know how a person feels about you until you put them in a situation where they have to prove it.
can you have the proper manners and still not have chivalry?
Of course.
So does it matter? Does chivalry matter then?
Yeah, it matters.
It's gonna show regardless.
I'm ticking out. I'm in my mind. I'm like, if we go somewhere and I gotta open my own door and you don't open the door, check. My mama
That's
taught
fine.
me. My mama taught me always.
Even for my son, even if my hand reaches for a door, my son is over me reaching for it.
I'm not going. Look.
It's
Let me finish, Ray.
So
Let me finish.
go for it.
My mama always taught me because I used to always be like, I just open the door for myself, and she was like, no. She said, even if you head to the door, she said, even if I head to the door and I know a man is heading to that same door, she said, I'll slow down just so he can open the door for me.
right. I do it on purpose.
You got to give him a chance. Because I was just about to say, what about if you were reaching for that door and he popped your hand? How would you feel then?
If you pop my hand, we're going to have some problems.
But he trying to tell you, don't open that door. I'm here.
You need to say something. Don't touch me.
See what I mean?
You could grab a
You
braid
can't
or
win
something.
blue.
I
You can't win blue.
don't. Yes, you can, because if you see me reaching for the door, if you see me reaching for the door, if I see your hand reaching for the door, I'm not going to reach for it. If I made it there before you, even if it's by a couple of seconds, I'm going to try to wait. But I know a lot of guys out there too, they'll be like, your hand worked just like mine. So it's like if I reach for the door, I'm going to attempt to reach for the door. And if I don't see you reach for it, then I'm going to open the door for myself. But if I
Yeah.
attempt to reach for the door,
You
and I said,
comparing apples and oranges though, just because you know guys out there that'll say your hands work like mine's work. I mean, that's apples
I
and
got a question
oranges,
for
man.
y'all.
it is. What's up?
Let's say there's a list. There's 100 things on a list. It says you have to meet all these qualifications for chivalry. Like, what percentage does somebody have to check off for it to be like, okay, you cool with him not doing everything, but he'll do some of the things?
That's a good question.
Because not
That's a
everybody's
good
gonna do
question.
everything.
If I'm being
Yeah, man.
honest, if I'm being honest, I would say 75%.
Do
Out
you
of
think that's
100 questions, you got a mark on 75.
75. Because, honestly, okay, I say the reason why I say that is because I have my list of qualifications that I want in a man and things that I do not want in a man. And my friends kept telling me certain qualifications on my list. It was like, you're not going to find a man like this. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I will. And they're like, you're going to have to be a little bit more,
Lenient.
yeah. So I was lenient and I got into this situation with this man. I'm not going to say situation. We was in a relationship. It didn't
You
last
already
very
said it.
long. It didn't last very long, but it was because he, on my checklist, I want to say it was only maybe 3 things out of 20 that he actually had on my checklist. And I was like, okay, I'm being lenient on things. And then I was like, you know what? I can't be lenient on my qualifications of what I want in a man. I cannot do that. Now, my qualifications in my women is way my expectations are way higher when it comes to
So,
women than
But
men.
qualifications is different from chivalry, though.
True. But I expect men to be chivalrous. I do. Even if it's slightly. Okay, give me
So you say 75%. You say 75%.
it's the simple things. Open my door for me. Um, if I say I'm cold, give me your jacket.
hell
Uh,
no. You should have brought yours. I told you before we left the house it was going to be cold. You ain't bringing your coat because you want to be cute. So,
Right.
or what if I forgot my jacket? What if I was trying to rush out the house and I forgot my jacket?
You won't forget.
You should have
You
asked
won't
Alexa
forget
what the
your
weather
jacket
gonna
for the
be.
simple fact I'm going to
Well,
tell you. I'm going to
Can we
remind
stop
you.
at Walmart right quick and get me a sweater or something? Cause
Where your card is? You got your money?
behind.
You finna go in and buy you one?
I'm finna go in and get me one because your ugly ass won't get me one. Won't let me
It
use
ain't that I
yours.
won't get you
Right.
one. I told you before we left the house it was gonna be cold and to grab
No,
your
we
jacket.
was
And you
we
said
was
I'd be all
working
right
and I
though.
forgot. I left it. It's sitting right there on the couch and I forgot it.
Why all of a sudden he gotta be ugly, though?
Okay.
Why you got to bring out the little bitty stuff that I just said?
Because you just said it's the little things.
It's a
I
little thing for
told
me.
you. I told you. I let you know before we left the house, baby. Grab your jacket because it's gonna be cold out there. Oh, I'm gonna
And
be all right.
I put my jacket on the couch right by the door so that I would not forget it. And boom,
But
you
the
like,
difference
we gonna
maker
be
for me
late. Oh
would have
my
been
God, you need to come on.
difference maker for me is I would have grabbed your jacket for you anyway. It would have been in the back seat. So when you said, "Ooh, I'm so cold," instead of giving you my jacket and me be out here freezing, I'd have been like, "Look in the back seat. There go your jacket right there, baby." Because
Maybe
I
I
told
just
you to
expect
grab
too
it, you
much.
didn't, so I did. That type
Maybe
of deal.
I just
That ain't
expect
even chivalry. That's just being generous. That's generosity, man. Me looking out
And
for
that's
you
part of
because I
generosity.
know.
I just expect too much because I ain't finna be living with no man for him to come and get my jacket and put it in the backseat of the car anyway.
And
I mean,
generosity
shit.
is part of chivalry.
I don't know.
It is.
I'm just telling you. Like,
It is.
if we had a whole discussion at the house before we left, and I
Janelle, where
told
you
you,
at? Janelle, come
you
get
tell me,
him.
now I don't need your ass finna shiver
Janelle,
because
come get
I
him.
told you.
Janelle, come get him. Come get
I
him,
give,
Janelle.
I'll give you my jacket.
Shut
Would
your ass
you?
up.
Oh, don't talk to her like that. Janelle, you would give me your jacket if we are out somewhere. Say we out and we want to walk
No.
on the board. I'm not talking to you. We established that you're
Oh,
ugly. Ooh, you ugly for that. You was ugly for that.
nah,
Breathing
you'll be in my
ugly.
jacket with me. You can't take my jacket from me. I get cold too, and I know it. That's why I brought a jacket. I know I got low iron. You ain't gonna have me out here shivering.
Shivering in your chivalry.
No, but that's it's a lot that goes with chivalry. Um, that because y'all all over the place. Humility, gratitude, courage, justice, generosity, discipline, faith, equality, love, and one thing that goes within to chivalry. Um, I don't even want to say that part, but
Death.
Intimacy.
yeah.
Death is what
Sound like you just described a Southern gentleman, man. I'm not trying to do nothing, just saying. Men from the South normally grow up with those characteristics.
because that's what they're taught.
Yeah.
It goes from generation to generation. I think chivalry depending on which area you live in, whether it's north, south, east, west.
It's not a Midwest man and it's not a Northern man. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's definitely a Southern man. You get anybody from up north,
a Southern man.
You get those. Nah, I don't do none of that, son. Who are you talking to?
Mo. No, I ain't doing that, Mo.
What?
You gotta relax.
Oh man, that's that
That's that them DMV. You know, honestly though, there are some DMV guys who are chivalrous. So I'll take that back because I have experience.
What's that? Where you from, Eddie?
Baltimore.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm from Kentucky, but I'm in Maryland right now.
I did AIT up there. Maryland, a good place, man.
It's all right.
Cold as all get out, but
it's
cool.
Is financial ability attached to being chivalrous?
Yes.
Why?
No.
It's on there. Generosity.
No,
that ain't got to do with financials.
You were born owning nothing with nothing. You will pass out of this life. Be frugal and you can be generous.
I'm frugal. I'm not generous at all. I'm frugal. I'm not the giving guy. Don't tell me no.
I mean, if
generosity does not have to do with finance.
To me, that's chivalrous, and I really appreciate it.
I mean, like, let's say, like paying whole rent versus half, or paying car notes and bills, like that type of thing.
I'm sorry, but I'm one of those. I don't want to pay 50-50. I want you to pay all the bills and I take care of the house stuff. If you pay the bills, I'll take care of the household goods. I'll take care of the groceries, clothes. But yeah, but that's just me. Everybody's different, though. Everybody's different. And now I'm not gonna lie. When I lived with a man, and I feel like that because when I lived with a man, I was trained for everything.
Can I
extra
right here with this paying 50-50 going in? Let me tell you something. If you got a man that want to be the man and want to be with you, and like you said, DeMarco, in the beginning, it's somewhere not in the beginning, but when you said when that person shows that they want to be with you, that person that it ain't got nothing to do with the money. Y'all gonna go in, y'all gonna show that effort. He gonna take care of what it is, and you gonna show what you want to be into that man's life after he's showing that he's doing his part to be with you in your life. You gonna act accordingly. You gonna pay whatever you gonna pay around the house. You gonna buy new towels, new sheets, new rugs, new pots. You gonna do what your part is because the bills are paid, the mortgage is paid, the car note is paid, the gas is in the car, the air is in the tire. You don't care who paying half or nothing. That's why I don't understand when people say pay.
Because it's a collaborative effort. Yes, we are cooperative. Yeah, we work together.
That nigga's gonna pay the bills and make sure the bills is paid.
Maybe I just feel like I'm
you old fashioned.
I am.
What's the
You
old
old
fashioned
fashioned.
or what?
The women
But
do
see,
not
being old fashioned, wait,
really.
because you can't just take one piece of the old fashioned. You gotta do all of it. So even though granddad was taking care of grandma and he paid all the bills and
He
made
was
sure that she
coming
ain't had to
with
do
it.
nothing but be at home, he had a
I
whole nother
never
family that
heard
was
of
right
it in the
across the street
household.
though.
I
You
mean,
gonna
I'll
take
be
that?
at home now. I'll be at
You
home.
gonna take that family across the street though?
I will be at home.
with your
It
with
won't-
your with your sister kids across the street right there. Cause granddaddy was paying all the bills at the home and he was running the motherfucking block too. We was doing his thing.
Yeah, and
I mean, he can do his
and
thing.
and
Everybody on the block ate.
and you
You
ain't had
know,
no.
the
Mama
whole
did her thing too.
like this big. Everybody in the block ate. You didn't even know who the kids belong to. Hey baby, you want this pot?
Granddaddy
You
knew.
want this plate of scatty and
Maybe
applesauce?
some of them was his kids.
Right.
Granddaddy
It
knew
was
it was
his.
his
You
baby.
didn't even really know Felicia was his boo. Okay.
So being traditional and being modern is just words, really. You gotta do what works for you. Find what works out for you. Find somebody that laugh with you, that can cry with you, that can argue with you without being malicious. That's where it comes down to. That whole toxic stuff, it comes down to when a person is being malicious. I'm intentionally trying to hurt you.
I don't have time
Other
for
than
that.
that, you can have a disagreement with a person and still love that person. Cause that's what love is. Love is a choice.
Sometimes
Just
it
because
ain't.
we don't agree on this don't mean I don't love you. I just don't think we should spend that much money. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't think we should go out this night. Or you know what I mean? I feel like we should take a ride around the city instead of going into this bar. Like
We're gonna go pick
it's
up
a
this
choice.
bottle. I'm gonna get this cup of ice, and we're just gonna chill and ride. That's how you
I'm
do
And
it.
we
cool with
yeah,
that.
Nobody
I'm
don't do
cool
that
with being
right
in
no
the house.
more. Nobody don't even do that.
I'm cool
you
with
know what I'm
that.
saying?
That's chill
Like,
stuff.
oh, you don't like to ride with your pistol? Well, I keep mine with me. So if they pull me over, goddamn it, yeah, that's mine. She ain't know nothing about it. I had it with me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna do you like that. But that's different.
I see. I really foresee. I'm gonna be alone.
No, you won't. You're gonna find somebody that like to do
Find
puzzles
this
and
dude
paint.
because he.
You just gotta go to Plenty of Fish.
I don't.
Oh,
No, that,
blackpeoplemeet.com.
No,
Or
I can't. I can't.
Christian Mingles.
Don't
No,
go to Tinder.
no.
Don't
I
go to
don't want
Tinder.
I
nobody.
don't foresee myself being alone. I foresee myself as using men for what I need to use them for. I cannot see myself at this point in time in my life. I can't talk about the future, but I'm just saying at this point in time in my life, I cannot see myself being in a relationship with a man. I just cannot. Like
Summer, I don't condone your sentence at all, and I'm gonna cut you out because I
I
feel
said
like
right now, at
what
this
you
point in
saying,
time,
Her mic.
what you saying is very, very harsh and wrong.
We muting her mic.
Yeah. So what Janelle just posted, DeMarco would say, if I stick around long enough. That was a statement that I used to tell her when we first started dating. She was like, ooh, I can't wait to meet so-and-so. And I'd be like, yeah, if you stick around long enough. Ooh, I can't wait till we go out of town. And I'm like, yeah, if you stick around long enough. The reason why I said if you stick around long enough
get
is
on my
because
nerves.
who I am and who the women that I've encountered, they didn't stick around long enough. They'll see one sign that they didn't like or whatever because I'm a father first. I don't care about none of that. I can be dating you, and if I'm dating you and you want to come visit me, and I tell you now, Shawty, I got my kids tonight, and you get upset, I'm through with you in my mind. I'm straight. Like I would never want to see you again. So if you stick around long enough, then yeah, that means that you going along with my program, and I can accommodate yours because I'm easy going anyway. I'm not hard to please no more than I am the person that's gonna please you the hardest. Like I'm really gonna do whatever it takes to make sure you happy as long as you keep me happy. But we gotta be happy separately before we can intertwine our happiness. Don't put your happiness on me. Because if you put your happiness on me, you're gonna be a sad joker, I promise you. It's just the way life works. Cause I ain't working for you. You don't pay me.
That part right there. You know, I could work that way too. Then work that way for a whole year. But you guess what? That shit don't work for me either.
I'm mad. I said to leave my phone and dismiss my little comment.
Why'd you laugh? I'm so serious. It don't work for me. I didn't play they role. They didn't want to conform into my role. It's just it don't work. It none of that. And just like this weekend, I was so excited about my little weekend convert.
You
Man,
supposed to. You
I was
supposed
so
to, but the
excited.
thing was, you supposed to have the excitement without expectations.
Oh, I didn't have no expectations.
Yes, you
Only
did. You thought that man was supposed to put you on the inside of the street when y'all was walking on the sidewalk so he can be on the
thing, that's
outside and
common
protect you
damn
from danger.
sense.
You thought that he was supposed to do X, Y, Z. You had expectations, baby. Just be
That
honest.
is common sense. If he is
Common
50,
sense is not
if he was,
common, love.
no. If he's 51, he been here.
Yeah,
He been here long enough, longer than I have, and he has
yeah,
been married. You should know,
yeah.
and he has female children. You
Uh-huh.
should know this. You should be teaching your daughters this. But
But
Negro,
and I
Hey,
you
don't.
said
I'm not repeating this. I'm not
that's a
repeating this simply
funeral
because I
visit.
want to.
what
But
you said,
I'm
Eddie?
just saying
You
I
that
know
ain't
the
he's
even
shit.
51.
DeMarco. Eddie, what you said? I'm about to mute DeMarco. What you said, Eddie?
I said that ain't a date. That's a funeral. He owe the shit.
Shut up. Shut up, because the one I was just in a
Yeah, I
relationship
heard what he said.
with 52, and he kept telling me he was 52.
Yeah, I can't.
So, like
I
I was
heard
trying to say though, the
so
fact that
much.
he's 51 and you 46,
Jesus.
that just mean that he started kindergarten when you was born. That's all, love. He ain't learned too much more than you did. Only thing was,
That's what he kept saying all night. I'm 51. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm just 40. I just turned 46. I'm just like, it's okay.
I feel like they just repeat it because they need to remind themselves how old they are. It don't got nothing to do with us. At this point, it has nothing to do with us, their age. And at this point, I feel like when men have to consistently tell me how old they are because they're older than me, not my daddy, first of all. You can be daddy, but you're not my daddy, okay? First
wait a
of all.
minute.
To call him daddy is kind of
You don't want
confusing.
to hear
It's
that.
not confusing
To call
No,
him
it's not.
daddy.
It's very confusing.
because we're being called daddy in a sexual manner. And
But see,
daddy,
that's the thing. That's why they changed it from daddy to zaddy. They did that whole
no.
Z
First,
thing on there.
No, that's
first
because
of
them
all,
heifers really
don't call
didn't have
me
no daddy.
Don't call me
don't
daddy.
call me
I got
daddy.
children.
Don't call
I
me
got a
daddy.
daddy. I ain't never
Yeah,
called no man no daddy. My daddy, I know
that's
who my
that shit's
daddy is.
awkward.
Hey, Summer, we
It's not
understand.
awkward.
We know, Summer. We know.
It's
We
not
know.
awkward.
We
Yeah,
know.
you got
You
daddy
can't
issues.
call these men
I
daddy.
don't
I
have
can
daddy
tell.
issues. I can call him Big Daddy all I want to. I
Nah,
don't
But
have
just
that.
because you
Don't mean
call
he
him
has
Big
daddy
Daddy don't mean
issues.
you talking to him. You talking to his appendage.
Maybe.
You're not talking to him. You could be like, what you think I ain't on the phone?
I mean, at this, I mean, at this point, yeah, I can honestly say, yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking to because
Then
I
you
want
not
him to know
falling
that
for
I'm
the
hearing him.
person. You falling for the feeling. You sound like a crackhead. And I don't mean in a bad way. I'm just saying, crackheads, they say they keep chasing that first high. That's why they
I'm
keep
not
going
chasing
out
that's
that
stealing
lust.
and buying what they buy.
That's
They
lust.
chasing that first high.
Lust.
Yep, you lusting. You ain't loving, you lusting.
I'm not. I'm not trying to be in love with a man. No, I'm in
Now
love
you
because
want
I
to lust
feel
after
a
a
man.
man. And you
I'm
want
not.
to use them for what you gonna use them for and let them pay your rent and put food in your house
I didn't
so you
say
can
all
cook for
that.
him and make
I
sure he got
didn't
a
say all
blanket
that.
if he falls asleep on the couch. But you need him to
It's
go
more of
home
a
at night
bartering
because he
system,
don't
and ain't
love him.
nobody sleeping on my couch, honey. But it's a bartering
Hey,
system.
watch.
Exactly.
You can't stay here.
You gonna meet one. You gonna meet one of these chicks worse than us. Watch.
I
You what?
believe it. I think she
I said
already is.
you gonna meet one of these chicks worse than us.
I'm not because I'm in a relationship. I've been in my relationship for her for almost a year now, and we
Yeah,
good.
she only got a playmate because she was able to. She had authorization. And then the guy that she had wasn't the person that she was supposed to be playing with. It was wrong four-square circle.
What?
Hmm.
You said what? Repeat that.
Something got declined. It got reneged, and now you at where you at.
Yep.
Well, apparently I had been manifesting this girlfriend. I didn't even know it, but one of my friends reminded me that I said that I wanted a girlfriend, and I had been manifesting it for quite a while, some time, and I forgot
And
all
nothing
about
wrong with
that.
that. You nothing
Right,
wrong with that. You supposed to love who you want to love.
right. But for some
Love
reason,
has
it's
no
a
ties
taboo.
on it.
It's a
There's no
taboo.
rules when it comes to love.
Of course, there's rules. Of
No,
course,
it ain't. No,
of
it
course.
ain't. Love means love, man. When I love you, there's no rules to this.
there to us there's no rules, but to closed-minded people, they're not going to approve of who I love.
To close-minded people, it don't matter.
It don't matter what to anybody.
Just,
Nah, it
just like
matters to
chivalry, there's no
everybody.
rules.
Yeah. See, the chivalry is a rule. Yeah.
I think
But
it should be no
love
rules.
has no rules. Love is unconditional. I actually seen unconditional love in my lifetime, so I understand what it means. And just because somebody says something that you in love with and you don't agree with it, I mean, if you say you love them unconditionally, then you're supposed to adjust.
Right. And I'm at this point. I love who I love unconditionally, and she loves me unconditionally. I don't try to change her. She doesn't try to change me.
Nope.
We are adjusting to each other's lives. So the problem that I'm having in the male aspect is I'm
You had
being
the wrong one.
I'm being made to change,
Nope,
and
you
I'm
just
like,
had the wrong one. That's all. You just had the wrong one. That was the end of that statement. You should have just stopped right there. The problem with the male aspect of this
I
relationship
keep
is I
telling her
had the
the
wrong
same.
one.
I keep telling her the same thing. You just got the wrong one. But when she
That's
get
all, love. You had the wrong
I
one. You
told
already
her,
got the lady in your corner that loves you
That's
unconditionally
the
and allows
that's
you
the
to
whole
do you.
synopsis.
That's it. That's it.
The
You
whole
got the
synopsis.
woman
I
in your
get it.
corner that loves you unconditionally and allowing you to be yourself and let you go and have this other person and still love you without bringing it up, throwing it in your face, and all that extra stuff.
y'all don't
Like
get to see
you
that
just
because
picked
I
the
don't talk
wrong
about that
person.
part.
You just picked the wrong
That's
person.
why. That's why you're at right
That's
now
all.
because you didn't get the right one, so you at where you're at right now because he didn't do it for you.
And he showed you who he truly was because consistency takes time. And now you've seen over time, like, hey, this guy isn't really consistent. He's not what I'm looking for. There is no chivalry here. And now you back to square one.
What did Brian McKnight
Well, the next
say?
time you in
Back at
Memphis, though,
step one.
You said what?
What
I
did
ain't say
Brian
nothing.
McKnight say? Back at step one.
What did he say?
Just square
We
one.
got to start back at one.
oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was gonna say in step one. Ain't that song?
You're like a dream come true. That's
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
ain't
all
it?
that.
See, see.
So much.
Mhm.
But on that note, I think he got
Oh,
to come in.
oh, you don't want to go over. You don't want to go over today. Y'all
No,
see
I
how
don't want to go over
you see
because
how
I
she
don't
doing
keep
it?
doing it. I got on my nerves. So no, I don't want to go over today.
That's
Uh,
only because we started talking
thank
about your
y'all.
part. If we'd have
Thank
stayed on
y'all.
Shay, you would have been totally in it. Because I mean, Shay, you made a couple mistakes too. You started accusing this man to be what you thought he was instead of who he actually was. You didn't look at who you had in front of you. You was looking at your mental aspect of who he's supposed to be.
Right.
They pick women apart day.
That's
I
the
thought we were talking about
worst thing you can do
chivalry.
when you date.
Right. I took it from you.
I'm
You
gonna start
right.
picking y'all apart and see how y'all like it. Cause I'm
No,
gonna
Hey,
start
wait a
picking
minute.
them off
You
and see
can't
how
take a
no,
man
y'all like
apart.
it.
You can't take a
no,
man
I
apart.
welcome
We
it.
ain't supposed to play to him.
I welcome it. I
no.
welcome
We
it.
can't pick a man apart. But the
You
thing
can't pick
is,
me apart.
do
I'm
y'all,
sorry. No.
do you men really put yourselves out there
Are we
when
really
Yep.
going over
when
those?
y'all totally naked?
I
Do
do.
I'm
y'all put
really.
Hell
yourselves
yeah, all the way.
out there? No, the heck
Yes,
y'all
ma'am.
don't.
Are
Yes,
we
ma'am,
really
I
going
do.
over those?
You
I'm
can't
really.
hold on.
I had nothing.
You can't say y'all because the two men who's in this chat is saying yes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Eddie,
yes.
you don't even. This is your second time in here, and you ain't never. You always doing defensive stuff. You have not
Hey,
revealed
I
your
can't lie. When Eddie was in the chat the last time that I wasn't in, the one show that he was on the male panel, I actually paid more attention to what he was saying more than the other guys for the
Yeah,
simple fact he
they
was
were
keeping it
talking about
100 with y'all. I'm just being honest.
something. They was talking about something.
I'm
Them
just
other
being
ones,
honest.
I don't even know who they
Eddie was
talking.
keeping it real with y'all, man, and y'all was
Summer,
not letting him talk like he should.
I was
Summer,
letting it
no, I'm
talk.
always 100. Summer, no, I'm always 100
See,
about
it's
anything
not
about how I
because
feel or my personal life on anything. So I'm
Yeah.
always up front.
I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how friendships are formed and are everlasting. Is because as friends we can be open and honest with each other no matter how much we like to hear what the other person is saying, y'all can sell. At the end of the day, I know y'all love me. I love y'all. Y'all may say
Yeah.
some stuff to get under my skin, and I'm
No,
like,
no,
I'm
no.
not trying to hear that right now. But at
I
the end
ain't
of the
heard
day,
nothing get on your skin.
shut up. At the end of the day, I know that y'all mean well, so I'll let y'all
That's
say
all
what
right.
y'all say on air,
Yeah.
and I just be quiet. But I know deep down inside, I'm over here like, please shut the f- up. Uh,
Ain't nobody was quiet. She wasn't even no
Ain't nobody
so
saying nothing bad about you, so.
it don't even have to be nothing bad. That's the thing about it for me. It don't even have to be nothing bad said. It's just sometimes I don't want to hear it. I just
And
don't.
that's okay. And it's
I don't
okay
want to
to
hear
not
it.
want to hear the truth, man.
It
Like
ain't that I
legit,
don't want to hear
legit.
that.
You
Oh,
gotta
just right now I don't want to hear it. I'm not there
because
yet.
it's okay to not want to hear the truth, but you have to accept it. At some point in time, you gotta listen to what's being said from the people that love you. For the simple fact they want what's best for you. Even though we don't know what that actually is, we see what you win is not what you want. So
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm just, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm just playing. I'm joking. I hear you. I know.
You a AI.
I'm not there yet. I'm happy with.
That's why you kind of single.
I'm
and
not.
she a a-hole and she best friends with B
She is
Dicks.
a she is a a-hole. That's why you kind of single.
I'm not trying to say I'm single on the male aspect, but in my perfect world, I want both. In my perfect world, I want
That's what
both.
I'm saying. That's why you kind of single.
Yeah,
But
so
you know
I
what?
I need to
That's
connect. I'm
slick.
not gonna say I need to connect with a male who is willing to connect with not just me, but connect with her as well. And
Correct. That's what I was trying to say.
we be able to interact. A V is nice, but it would be better if it was a triangle.
That's what I was about to get to.
Oh,
Because I
she's
was
And
trying
looking
to
at it and I
she's
was
trying to
thinking,
run
like,
that Phil Jackson
okay,
off then.
you want to have a nice male counterpart that you can enjoy your whole life with. But if your counterpart that you have right now is not really enticed by the male counterpart, that's not gonna work for the simple fact of when you go to her and you talking about him, she ain't gonna want to hear it. But you can
she
go to
will,
him and talk
she will
about her
listen.
and he always want to hear it. She's gonna only be interested because she's trying to make sure that he's not taking you away from her. That's it.
She's
Say
gonna
that.
listen.
Say
And
that.
I don't talk to him about I wasn't talking to him about her because she don't do nothing. And the stuff that I feel about her, I can say to
Okay,
her.
what
Just
you
like
say?
the stuff I say about
Okay,
him, I
what
can
you
say
say?
to him.
But
Every
how's
man
that
love
trying to
to
go
hear
down?
if he's dealing with another lady. I ain't gonna lie to you now time. Now, if you had two guys and you was trying to tell me how you was dealing with the other fella, that ain't gonna do nothing but make me go harder on the simple fact of I'm trying to steal you away from him. But if you dealing with her and you telling me about her, yeah, I want to hear all of it. I want to hear all the nasty, greasy details of it. Tell me everything. Did you start off like this? How it go? Did she jump out the shower and she say, "Hey, boo"? Like how that go? Like,
Janelle, get him.
maybe that's me. Maybe I'm a voyeur. I don't know. I like audience, so maybe I want to be in the
That's not the
audience.
case.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my life together one day.
One
I'm gonna
day
get
you're gonna figure out that it take
Please.
a team. Like truth be told, you got to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with someone else.
I'm
As long as
definitely
you happy with
I'm more
Oh,
yourself,
you
happy
you
trying to
can
with
get
happy
that?
myself
with
than
her stuff,
anything.
and y'all happy together. Y'all can find somebody else that can add to your happiness as well, as long as they're happy along. Also, you can't be responsible for nobody else's happiness.
Of
And
course
that's
not.
what really chivalry is, because she was upset that this guy didn't, you know what I'm saying, entice her more on the date, Miss Shay, because he was talking about himself and how he was 51 and he did XYZ and you know what I mean? He wasn't so much into you. But
Except for my eyes are beautiful.
yeah, because your eyes probably are beautiful. You know what I'm
The,
saying? Your
the
skin is
regular
clear.
eye.
Right now, you look like you're shining. Girl, you got diamonds on your earrings. I ain't lying. Look at that
Baby.
blue on that black on that brown. I ain't lying. Go ahead with that red. You know what I mean?
Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Stand y'all. Oh, I can't stand y'all.
No, I'm just saying it's easy to portray what you want me to be if I already know. If I don't know what you need me to be, I can't be him. I can only be
And that,
myself. And
that's
if
one
you
but
don't
that's
like who I am,
That's
then you
why I
don't
don't
like me.
give. That's why I don't give a man any leeway.
Please
You
don't.
know, don't
Please
what do you
don't.
what do you
Well,
look
when
for in
I
a
say
man?
give
I
But
don't.
leeway, because
in
my
the
dad always
same
told me,
space,
huh?
in the same space of not giving a man a playbook on how to get you, you
Right.
have to also accept the man for who he is.
Of course. That's what I'm trying.
If
That's it.
he's going
Like,
for me.
I was totally into one for about a year. There was
Mm-hmm.
nothing to it. Totally into him. He was
Mm-hmm.
totally himself, where he can't be nowhere else, right? So in this
Mm-hmm.
one, I was trying, just had lunch. That was it. That's all we
Mm-hmm.
had, lunch. He wanted something else, like come back, you know, just met him. Come back to my room, blah blah blah. Oh no, player won't go back to the room. I'll meet you
Hey,
in the
wait a
house.
minute, because I got a lunch day set for tomorrow, so that's a good thing. You supposed to have afternoon delights, I thought. Wait a minute.
Wait, what? Afternoon is
Sneaky links.
Delight, yeah,
Sneaky
sneaky
links.
link. Especially if you can sneak a link with your partner. That's what you want.
That's
Yeah.
not my partner though. That wasn't my partner. We just met.
But you went on 2 dates with this guy already?
So we ain't supposed to do nothing like that.
Oh, you read They Think Like a Man book, huh? You gonna give him 90 days?
No. I was no.
That no didn't sound convincing at all. It sounded very chivalrous.
Oh,
I'm being realistic. See,
I
a
mean
lot of
too.
people are optimistic, realistic, or pessimistic. Optimistic means you can believe that things can get better. Realistic means you see it for what it actually is. Pessimistic means nah, it ain't that. It's actually terrible. You know what I mean? Like, be a realistic
I
person.
just
See
didn't
what's in
see
front
him
of you and accept it for what it is.
but I didn't see him being forthcoming. You know, I didn't see him being truthful with the words that he said, and the things that he portrayed. I didn't see any of that. I
Did
wanted
he
him
have a
to
ring mark around his third finger on his left hand?
no, I kept looking. But
Did he keep looking at his phone like he had to go and holler at somebody real quick?
no, I
You
no.
should have gave that man a chance. That man was actually out here spending his time and energy with you to let you know that he liked you and he was into you.
where was the
You should
date
have
at
gave
though?
him a true to life
Huh?
choice
Where was the
to
date at?
try
That
it
man
out.
lived 4 hours. I'm gonna tell you what was weird. Okay, we were
Yeah.
supposed to go out. We were supposed to go out Saturday night. Remember, I saw you summer. We're supposed to go out Saturday night. He texted me, and then he didn't answer his phone. He texted me, said some bull
Shit,
crap.
hey, he 51. He probably fell asleep,
Hold
man.
on, hold on. Text me with some bull crap. Then I called him. He didn't answer his phone. Then he called me. No, he didn't call me the next morning. I'll call him the next morning. He said I'm on a ninth hole. That means he went
Golfing.
golfing, right?
Golfing. Mm-hmm.
Golfing.
He lived 4 hours away. So you're trying to tell me you left in the middle of the freaking night.
Mm-hmm.
The middle of the freaking night, drove 4 hours to make
Mm-hmm.
it on the ninth hole
Yeah.
at 7 o'clock in the morning. That don't sound right to me.
But he had an obligation he was trying to fulfill.
No, buddy, that don't sound right to me.
I had something I was
That's what
trying to
men
do.
do.
I had to do
Men
it. Fellas
procrastinate and
depending on
do
me.
stuff like that.
Listen, it's one when I told y'all, you can only mess up with me once. But that was one. I gave
That's
him
the
2 more
problem.
chances, eh?
Even baseball give you 3 strikes, baby.
I said,
Baseball give you 3
that's right,
strikes.
that's 3.
This
So
ain't
I gave him 2
baseball.
more. I gave him 2 more chances.
It is baseball. You got the hole. I got the bat.
Hey,
Baseball.
just like work. No
You
call,
got
no
the
show.
ball and
So
the
baseball, you get 3,
Yeah,
right?
you got the hole.
I gave him like work.
but
No
the
call,
ball
no
don't
show.
go
3
home.
times, right? So I
Yeah,
gave
because
him
it's
no
baseball
call,
and golf
no
mixed
show,
together.
4 times after that. It did
It's a
not work.
home run when the ball go in the hole across the fence.
It didn't work for me. You call me while you walking a poodle named damn Roscoe.
Yeah, I can't give him no more help. I tried to help that young man in the beginning of this show,
Not the
and
young
now we're at the end of this show, and I still can't help that older guy.
Hey,
I can't do it.
man.
what Kiki Palmer? Sorry to this man.
I do. Sorry to that fella.
Yeah.
He
So now
tried.
I'm not
Sorry
wrong.
to that
Before
man.
you were saying I was wrong. Now that
I
I
ain't
let
saying that
go,
you were wrong. I never said that you was wrong. I just say that you didn't give him a chance. You really didn't give him the
okay, but
opportunity
then
because
now
you
since I
had
didn't
in your mind what you
now
wanted
since
him
I
to do.
didn't said it from the beginning, all of it now, I gave him a more than enough chances.
You gotta give us the whole backstory. You can't give us half the
That was
story.
enough though.
I still
I
say
Yeah,
it
it
take
was.
more than a couple dates for you to realize if he has consistency
that's
with chivalry.
what I'm
Like
saying. Just those signs right there, he didn't have it. Like he gave me too much too early and he failed early.
When's the
And
next
then block
date?
him.
when's the
I
next
gotta
date?
block
Yeah,
him
y'all
that
going
time.
out
On
when?
next day, because he ain't contacting her back.
That's what I'm saying.
You,
After I
you,
sent him what I sent him, he ain't gonna contact me back.
you gotta block. You gotta block the next date.
Huh?
Ooh,
I
why
gotta
don't
block
you
the
do a
next
dating
date.
vlog?
Oh, I'm down. Yeah, I want to
You
watch.
do a dating vlog. You don't
I'm down.
count
I
because
want to
you're
watch.
going to get married, so you don't count.
What happened?
Why don't you do a Shay? Why don't you do a dating vlog? And I remember I said I was going to do my YouTube again, but I was going to start talking about my relationship since I was poly at the time, but now I'm just in a lesbianist relationship.
Now you. What's the word? My niggas is.
I'm not monogamous. No,
Uh,
polyamorous is.
I have to
no,
ask
I'm
for
good on the
permission.
poly.
I'd be like, can I go ahead and
To each his own.
I mean I'm not gonna put him on camera. I'm just gonna put the camera on me while he's on the other side of the table.
Or you can just, say I went on a date. Today is such and such day. I went on a date with John Doe and the day was trash. Like he didn't pull my chair out. He was chewing with his mouth open. He had a booger hanging out his nose. Or you can be like, I went on a date with
Watch you do that because you know that happened on the last one.
or you can or you can be like, I went on a date with John Doe number 3 and he was pretty cool. Things went smoothly, conversation was nice, he smelled real good, fingernails was clean. It was, what I'm saying, I might want to give him some one day.
That sounds like another series.
I,
See?
You talking about me, son?
it is. I still want to sit on that one's face, although
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
what?
I'm talking to DeMarco because he ever messing with me.
Oh, I thought you was there. I'm like, what?
That sounds like a dating vlog series for you.
Yeah, I'll just do that one on YouTube.
Ma'am. Are we doing it on our main page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can do your dating vlog on the main page. I'm going to do my poly on both pages, I guess.
I don't know how to work the whatever one.
Oh my God.
Y'all want to know a secret about me? I don't know how to work electronics.
She old, y'all.
That's all old people though.
Right. We know this. That's why I'm on the team. How else will this get done?
That's all old people. That's
All
the
right,
shit.
You call me old?
He did. He did, girl. You gonna let him call you old like that?
The secret's out there. Oh my God.
I'm not old.
He's running around the corner from me while he's talking about it.
You want to know what the
What
secret
did we
is?
decide on? Is
Technology.
chivalry dead? Is it alive? Is it in purgatory? Like, where do we end with chivalry?
Chivalry is dead in the north states. The northern states is dead. It's
In
alive in the
Midwest.
southern.
I think
Midwest.
it just evolved.
That's an option we didn't think about. Did chivalry evolve? And it made it where men and women can be chivalrous?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Most
evolved.
definitely.
On the next episode of My Sister's House.
You won't have the men.
we will not have the men. It'll be my sister and I, and we will be talking about Don't Dumb Down. Okay?
Okay.
So have you felt like you had to, be a little bit lenient on your standards for people to accept you or to, don't dumb
I
down?
feel like niggas should special against that one too.
We're going to talk about this next Thursday. Y'all make sure that y'all tune into my sister's house next Thursday at 7 p.m. We're going to be on there, me and my sister Touche. I'm the co-host. She's the host. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see how I did that? So, thank you for tuning in.
We're going to start my brother's spot.
Shut up. Anyway, y'all make sure that y'all hit us up on all platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, My Sister's House 100. Give us a call at 407-632-3672. And if you're feeling generous, hit us up on that Cash App at my $ My Sister's House 100. Tonight, I'm not getting ready to sing the song because Marco has got under my skin telling me about myself. I want to hear it. So y'all have a good night. We love y'all and thank you.
HOU